What's up, guys? EvilMan here, bringing you guys day two of Battle Week. And today's battle is an NU match against a guy by the name of Sweaty Balls, or Sweaty Battles, or You Got Predicted On. He has a bunch of different handles, but his YouTube link will be in the description below. It was really kind of fun to battle him, and he was a cool sport because no one else on the Battle Finder wanted to play some goddamn NU, and this guy did. So props to him. Now, before we get started, I feel I should mention I got destroyed in NU all day today. It wasn't good at all. But anyways, team preview. I'm running just some random guys. He's got a good couple random guys going on. And let's go ahead and get started. He's going to start off the match with his big-ass camel toe. I'm going to bring out my tits. Tits and camel toe right away, right off the bat. You thought Pokemon wasn't entertaining? You're wrong. We're both going to set up cocks now. Now you have cocks, tits, and camel toes. Best start to a battle ever. Anyways, after we both set up some stealth cocks, I'm going to use my seismic toss just to try to whittle down the Camerupt because I don't see another viable way to take it out on my team other than trying to scald it with my Tentacool. He's going to hit me for Earth Power and do a little over 100 damage. So I'm just going to keep hitting him with seismic tosses because he has no form of recovery. And he's going to go for Roar and roll me out into my Cooler because you probably think you're cooler than me, even though that song sucks. After some leftovers recovery, I decided to go for the Scald rather than the Rapid Spin just to try to knock this thing out as quick as possible because I do have the ×4 super effective on it, but unfortunately it still wasn't enough. And then he's going to roar me out into Vile, my Epic Haunter, who's like, look at that, those rope hands coming out of the sides. Now, I decided to go for a Sludge Bomb right here instead of the Shadow Ball, just in case he went into his Tauros that I saw during the team preview, which is what he's going to bring in right now. Now, the way he brought in Tauros makes me think it has to be like Scarf or something because you wouldn't just bring it in that way on a Haunter. I mean, it didn't click with me. I think he has a little bit of a higher base speed than me, so that might have been it, but I'm pretty sure this thing is Scarfed at this point. So right here, he's going to go ahead and switch out into his Papa Pump as I switch into Luck to take the crazy Stone Edge, which I was not expecting. So I'm going to go for Psycho Cut right here, mainly trying to just knock the fucking Girder out. And I get the Venom that I spit, the Super Look, Absol, critical hit. It was awesome. And so I do knock it out with the critical hit, and he's going to bring in his Heart Attack, that big love disc with wings on the side and stuff. I know I can't do much to it, so I'm going to switch right on to Ixion. And he's going to go for the Waterfall, just trying to do some damage or actually finish off my Absol. But Ixion's going to take it like a boss. And here he's going to go for Protect just to scout the move I go for. I decided Volt Switch was the best move of choice when it really kind of wasn't. But hey, what you going to do? Right here he's going to withdraw Heart Attack and go into the only thing he has to take Volt Switch well, which is his Otterschnott. And it takes it pretty decently because it does have the resist, so that's okay. Now I decided that I'm going to go back into Vile. And I'm going to try to set up the sub and then go for the Sludge Bomb. It's neutral. And I figure I'd be able to kill it, or I could just sit there with Shadow Balls, either way. But instead he's going to pull out a switch again, go into his Heart Attack while I set up the sub. Now right here, I know that Alamala has a lot of HP, and I have not a lot of HP. So when I Pain Split, I get full HP, and I take Alamala down to like half, which I'm totally okay with. There's not a problem there at all. Now again, I don't want to go for Shadow Ball just on the chance that he's going to switch into his Tauros, because I had been getting predictions wrong all day in NU, and I was just trying to keep it simple at this point. So I do go for Sludge Bomb. Luckily for me, I get the poison, but unluckily, however, he does live. So, I mean, I'm going to knock it out, but it's only thanks to the poison, and it means I have to take a Waterfall. So it's kind of a give-take type situation here, but I can handle it. He's going to go into his Hipster, his Kadabra. And I just decide to stay in, go for the Shadow Ball, try to get in as much damage as possible. And I do bring it down to its Sash, which is fortunate for me. However, now I am going to have to take whatever he wants to go for. And he goes for Hidden Power. I don't know. Hidden Power Fire? Something. It's neutral. That's what I know. So here I'm going to go into my Derp. And I'm going to go for the Mach Punch. Just trying to knock it out. But he is going to try to save off the Kadabra for later. Now right here, this is a misplay because well, not really a misplay, but a misgen or salve, I guess you could say. Because I really meant to put Eviolite onto my Girder instead of Leftovers. Leftovers would be the item of choice for if I was trying to run my Conkeldurr, not my Girder. So a little bit of a mistake there, and it might end up costing me in the end, so I kind of got to watch for that. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out and back into my Ixion after he decides to take out, or to put my Girder to sleep. rather. So that way I can try and get some damage in on whatever he decides for. And I'm just going to try and hit Thunderbolt until I die, even though the switch out into... sorry, the switch out into Vileplume is pretty obvious. Now, I could have gone for the Overheat. I really could have. But at this point, I was just trying to make sure that I'm not over-predicting, because I made over-predictions later in the day, like I said, that were just absolutely awful. So I feel like if I over-predict too much at this point, something's going to go wrong, and I'm not going to like it. So right here, I'm going to go into Luck, and I'm going to go for the Psycho Cut just to knock it out. Unfortunately, with Stealth Rocks, I am going to die to my own Life Orb, but I do get another critical hit, so, you know, that's always cool. Super Luck, Absol, critical hit. I'm going to bring out my tits, because everyone likes it when you bring out some tits. And he's going to bring out his hipster. No one likes hipsters. Oh, here, joke for the day. Why did the hipster burn his tongue? He drank the coffee before it was cool. Haha. No, nobody? Yeah, screw you guys. I'm going to go ahead and go for my Heal Bell. That way I can wake up Girder. And I can almost guarantee the game as long as the lack of Eviolite doesn't end up screwing me in the butt from his Tauros. Because if his Tauros can do enough damage to me with whatever move he decides to go for, I'm pretty well screwed. So right here, I'm going to go for the Mach Punch just to knock out the Kadabra. And then he's going to go ahead and bring in his Castrated, that bull with the balls. And here's the Intimidate. Now, I don't want to take the chance of 2 Mach Punches not killing after the Intimidate. So I'm going to go into Cooler, kind of as death fodder, kind of as switch fodder. It doesn't really matter what move he goes for, just as long as he either knocks it out in 1 or 2 turns. Which he does, and he decides to lock into Zen Headbutt, which is a very smart move because it will be super effective. However, Mach Punch is giving me priority, so as long as I don't die to 1 Zen Headbutt, or he doesn't get a crit, I should be perfectly okay. And here's what it comes down to. Oh, even without Eviolite, Girder's still a fucking champ. He takes it with like 145 hit points left. Recovers to 168 with leftovers. Mach punches that castrated bull right in his asshole. And that is the game for Battle Week Day 2. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And on the next Battle Week Day, that tomorrow, Wednesday, yeah, that thing, I'm going to have a guest narration and a surprise tier, which might leave you all a little bit like, oh, Evil Man actually played this? Like, what? Anyways, guys, I will see you around next time. Peace.